And welcome back into Concord TV studio. Yes, we are back here at Concord High School over the summer, our hiatus where we were at Abbott Downing Elementary, and we're back in our regular space, and I think it feels pretty great to be back here. And one of our first shows, I think we've recorded a couple other shows, but we have a couple of our friends here in the studio talking about a great event coming up in October, and we want to tell you guys about it and remind you that it's about a month we have Walk a Mile. And to talk about it, we have Emily and Rebecca. I think we'll do a more formal introduction, but first off, thanks for coming in. I think, Rebecca, you said, this feels like WMUR, and like, this feels like Concord TV, but that was the goal, though. But that was the goal, and glad to have you guys here under the bright lights, the fancy desk. But more importantly, we're here to talk about a really important cause, a great organization, a great event. But first, maybe just give us a quick, the short version of sort of your background and how you got involved with Thrive, and we'll start there. So Emily, you first.
Yeah, so my name's Emily Marsh. Yep. I became a board member of Thrive in 2023.
Time goes by quick, so it's hard to...
Something like that.
Yeah. Somewhere in that ballpark. Those years are kind of like jumbled up, meshed into one.
It really is. Yep. Yeah, it's a jumble. My role, I'm director of marketing at NHTI as well. Yep. But yeah, really excited to be here today to talk about Thrive. I got involved in the board, heard about it through Jennifer Kretovic, city councilor, and chatted with her about it, and the cause is just like very dear to my heart, so was really excited to get involved, and we'll tell you more about what Thrive does and why that's so important. But yeah,
it's a good start. Rebecca.
So I'm Rebecca Elliott, and slash Purtenreicher sometimes. And I first got involved with Thrive back in early of 2022. And I had met Deb. I work for Bangor Savings Bank here in Concord, and we had supported Thrive. I know we had sponsored Walk a Mile for several years prior, and we had given them some money over the years. And so I met Deb just through sponsoring the organization, and just really connected with her and Jess, and that's how I got involved. And like Emily said, the mission is just, it is so close to me. I think that most of us can say that we have either been impacted or know someone that has been impacted, by either domestic violence or sexual abuse. And so I think that, it's very close to many of us. I just don't think that people always know that. So the cause was just so important to me. That there's an organization out there like that.
Yeah, an important cause, and I think in both your cases, and I think we see a lot in Concord, that local businesses and organizations that want their employees, like part of their culture is like, we want you to be on boards, we want you to be involved in the community. I see a lot of people that we work with and talk to are involved with many organizations because it's part of kind of your institutional culture. So I think it's really cool that that's like at Concord TV, we definitely believe in that sort of being integrated into the community and being fully involved. So Emily, on that note, can you tell us with Thrive, I know there was a rebranding effort a couple years ago with a new name, which Thrive is fantastic, but then just give us sort of like about the resources that are available for survivors and just what generally is available.
Yeah, so our new name now is Thrive Survivor Support Center, but many in the community know us by our older name, which is the Crisis Center of Central New Hampshire. Both of them have like purple in the logo, if you've seen the logo. We're always out at market days, that kind of thing. So that's our new name. Part of our goal with changing the name was, instead of focusing on the word crisis, which has a lot of negativity around it, and although like it really can be a reality for a lot of survivors of domestic and sexual violence, we wanted to focus on survivors as our goal and our mission. So that is why we are now Thrive Survivor Support Center. It's a little bit shorter name to say too. So yeah.
But I like that it reflects, thriving and focusing on the survivors and not so much on the word crisis.
Yeah.
And then what else, what are some of the services that are available that are being provided in the Concord area?
Yeah, so there's a lot of services that we provide. I even have some stats here that I will take a glance at.
Because I know there's a lot.
Yeah, because there's a lot. Yeah. So first off, we have a call line. So if anyone is in need of help services, they have questions, you can even reach out and be anonymous if you would like, if you want to ask a question and you're not sure what to do in a situation. So Thrive provided over 11,000 separate services.
Wow.
Yeah, in one year.
In a year.
And that's an average of 7 per survivor. So that's anything from like the 24-hour crisis line to we have an emergency shelter if someone needs to leave the place that they are residing in and be safe. There's a shelter. We go with survivors into hospitals after there may have been an incident, and also accompany survivors into courts if there's something that needs to be, if there needs to be support there. So really, when someone is in kind of the greatest, most vulnerable times, when they really like, they just need an ally with them to help, speak for them in the hospital, or imagine if you just went through like a really intense situation. To have someone with you is really huge. So those
these are people with, because I think it's worth mentioning too, a trained staff.
Yes, thank you.
Who do amazing work. So I don't know if you want to name drop a couple of the staff. Probably too many to name all by name, but
yes.
It's a great team though.
Yeah, amazing team. Our executive director, Jessica Von Martin, did I say correct all that? She's incredible. There's an amazing team. There's also a whole team of volunteers that help as well. So it's truly incredible. What did I miss? We have 14 staff.
I know we had worked with Thrive last year or 2 years ago. There's a lot of, you have a couple staff who go and do education in schools. That will go, and we had done a video about some of those outreach efforts, not just in Concord, but I think in Franklin and some of the surrounding towns.
Yeah, all around. I'm lucky, like Thrive visits me at NHTI, which is really cool. I think, and we talked about this a little bit earlier, and why we're involved is whether you are a survivor yourself or someone, but these aren't really topics that are very common for our society to talk about. So it's super important, Thrive's work, to be out in the community and teach people not only that there are resources if you need help, but some of the educational work is about teaching about consent and like really important
healthy relationships.
Backbone pieces that then help us maybe someday not need Thrive in the same way that we do now.
Right, it's the same way we talk about healthcare, like preventative, like some of that work can pay you off in the long term, right? So, of course, Thrive is a nonprofit organization that it needs, to raise funds to be able to operate and continue doing what it's doing. So I think that's where Walk a Mile comes in, which is a really cool fundraising opportunity that I've been fortunate to take part in and is kind of a staple in the Concord community. So Rebecca, your time to shine. Let's hear a little more about Walk a Mile, kind of like, when it's coming up, and for folks who just maybe either new to Concord or aren't aware of this, like give us a little synopsis of what this is.
Yeah, so Walk a Mile is a really fun event. Like a fun, lighthearted take on a very serious subject. And it is our largest fundraising event of the year for the organization, so it's very needed for us, but it's also our largest awareness event too. So Walk a Mile always takes place in October, which is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And so that's one of the reasons why we always hold it in October. We have also historically always held it on the first Wednesday of the month in October. This year we did move it to the second Wednesday because it is taking place, the first Wednesday of the month is taking place during Ramadan. So we just, want to be sensitive to anyone celebrating and practicing. So we moved it to the second Wednesday this year. But it is it really is a great way for the community to come together and show support for survivors that have gone through and that might know people that have gone through situations in their past, and and just to be there for everyone. It's a fun event where people can come out and wear really fun heels.
We've seen some really fun ones. I think we're going to
Yes.
show some of the best ones from some of our notorious participants over the years on
Oh,
screen.
good. Oh, good.
I'm trying to think of some names like Mark Lester. I think
Yep.
hopefully not getting his name wrong, Doug, I think, or someone from like Concord Rotary has done funny heels
Yes.
before.
Yep. Doug won.
yeah.
Doug Bowman won a couple years ago. When Rotary put together a team for the first time.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he won a couple years ago. I don't remember all of the winners, but we have some really fun heels. I know on our registration site, we have a rolling clip of some really fun heels from the past.
Yeah.
So you have to check that out.
I have to admit, I got shamed by my staff. I always call out Matt from back in the control room. I wore flats last year because I have, in my defense, I have weak ankles, but I will do my best to have actual heels and just hope I don't roll an ankle to try to.
But no
give
matter
it a
no
shot.
matter how you show up, it's fun to wear the heels. It's fun
Yes.
to look at the heels.
But you don't
It
have
is.
to.
Yeah,
You don't.
but you can come as you are.
Sign up.
Yep.
You can sign
Yeah.
up, be part of a team or an individual, and as long as you're participating in the event.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
but I'll go for it. It'll make me like 6'7". But
Yeah.
I think with Mark Lester, that's the same thing. He's like 7 feet tall in the heels. Oh, who's the other one? Dana Dexter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Dana Dexter's
Yep.
another
Yep.
one who
Wears amazing shoes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
he does. Yeah.
And so Concord TV, we've done some coverage. I think Matt's produced, I've produced videos of Walk a Mile. So we have all kinds of video footage so folks can check out kind of what it looks like and get a vibe of it.
Walk a Mile in Their Shoes is our biggest fundraiser of the year, and it also is a huge awareness campaign during Domestic Violence Awareness Month in October. The goal is to walk a mile, particularly for men to walk in heels, as a way to understand the pain and the challenges that people face when they're navigating domestic violence. Shoes vary from everything from Birkenstocks, like I'm wearing, to very amazing high heels, boots, and platforms and everything in between.
I've been doing this event for 10 years, and I decided to go heelless this year. And I have about an 8-inch platform heelless shoe that I get to wear.
And as somebody who is here to support Detective Dexter's safety tonight and making sure he doesn't fall, I went with a classic flat tonight.
Walk a Mile in Their Shoes is an event where we come out and as a community and support our survivors of domestic and sexual violence by walking down Main Street in all kinds of women's shoes to show our support. And we don't know what somebody goes through until we walk a mile in their shoes. So that's the whole idea of the event.
But like it's one of those can't miss Concord staple events because how often do you also get to just kind of like shut down Main Street and walk down Main Street, and it's like this big outreach for Thrive going down to Pleasant Street and then back up to the State House. And then what else happens, Rebecca, kind of at the event in terms of you do the walk, but what else kind of at the event can people expect?
So we always have face painting, which has been a huge hit. We have buttons for free for people. We have, I know we've had food trucks. We're going to have a food truck again this year. We'll have some of our community partners present as well, which we've had for the last few years. And then we always have, speakers coming up. And I know Jess always speaks at the event. And then we have awards too. So I know we have some awards for like, we have an award for the biggest team fundraiser, the biggest individual fundraiser, the largest team, which always is always St. Paul's school. So I'd love to see if
St. Paul's the football players. Is that the football group?
the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always win the largest team. So I'd love to see if someone wants to compete
Ooh,
with
beat
them.
them.
Okay.
Yeah. The Dana Dexter Shoe Award,
Yeah.
the Dana Dexter Silver Soul, the Showstopper, the Best Team Spirit, the Highest Heel, and we have a new one this year, which I'm really excited about, and I hope you are too, Josh. It's Pet Booties.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Pet, like
Shoes for your pets.
shoes for the pet. The
Well,
dog.
and shoes.
And we get the best. Who determines all this? I know the answer, but who determines who wins all this?
We have judges.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Are we gonna name the judges, or do they stay anonymous? I think I know who they are.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
I
you
think-
can,
I
but
think
you
we know
maybe
we know a couple, but
Yeah.
you
still
know,
lining it up.
I don't
Yeah.
think we have confirmed everyone yet.
Yeah. We've got a good variety of people who really care about the cause, people that are care about fashion, are fashion experts in the community. So yeah,
I've always seen the judges going around having like a lot of fun going through,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's like the best thing to judge.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty much.
and this is at the we call it what, the Capitol Plaza in front of the City Arch, right? That's where
Yep.
this
Yep,
the
right in
kind
front
of
of the
meet up,
arches.
registration, all that. Where can folks sign up for this?
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
So you can go right to our website. You can also find the link on our social media pages as well, and you can find the link on our website as well for Thrive NH.
Okay.
ThriveNH.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I want to plug a little bit. So it's $35 to walk. There are discounts for students and seniors and youth. So really, everyone's invited. We really, this year, are really hoping for some extra support so you can go the extra mile and pay for a $15 ticket. And then that additional is really, really going to support our services throughout the entire year, because as Rebecca said, this is our biggest fundraiser. So it's really important. We're kind of all coming together as a community to make these services available for our whole community. It's supporting our neighbors. So if you can make the little extra.
Everyone pitch in a little bit more.
Everyone pitch in a little bit more.
difference.
Yeah, we have a $75,000 goal for our event this year.
Yep.
I think we're hoping we're going to get there. We're doing a
Yeah.
great job, but it really comes down to every little bit makes a big difference.
Yeah. Really, we need everyone's help to
Yeah.
hit that $75,000 goal.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So anything else that we missed about the event or that we want to plug? Oh, was I correct? I had mentioned that you can sign up as an individual. You don't have to be
Yeah.
on a team. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that okay? Because some people are just like, they want to go do it. It sounds like fun. Or they can't get a team together. I think we had a Young Professionals Network team. No, I'm thinking of Rock and Race. I'll have to cut that out. I'm thinking of Rock and Race.
There's a lot of good ones.
There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
But you can sign up as an individual or join a team or whatever you want to do.
We've seen some fun team names too. A lot of people put shoe puns in their team
Yeah.
names.
Can you think of any examples? Putting you on the spot.
Ooh, tough being on the spot with all the cameras on.
Well, the Bangor team is the Bougie Bangor Bankers.
Okay.
Oh,
We've been
fun.
the Bougie
Yeah.
Bangor Bankers for, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I do remember.
didn't come up with that one. That was not me. But
Okay.
Last year, Walk a Mile was Eras themed,
Yep.
kind of
Oh,
like
yes.
a play
Like
on the
Taylor
Taylor
Swift.
Swift.
Yep.
So I remember my team was the Tortured Shoe Department, which I think you were on that team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I
that's
was on
right.
that team.
Yep.
Yeah, the Tortured
Yep.
Shoe Department. Yeah, I sort of like didn't think about the team names. Like once you're on the team, I don't know
just-
if it's the
you
same
all
for you.
just show
Once
up.
you're in the team,
Yeah.
then like, so it is like, it's almost like trivia. It's like come up with the funniest name or like
Yeah.
the coolest name, like the best name you can. But ultimately, like when you're there.
When
you
you're
don't think of
there,
it.
everyone's just walking together.
Yeah.
It's not a race, so you don't have to be a fast walker. You don't.
I was wondering, have we seen anyone, Rebecca, like, I'm trying to think, like, someone who, like, tried to go faster than other people? Because it's not a race, but I'm wondering if we've seen anyone, like, at the start, you know.
I don't know.
I don't
People,
think
I
so.
mean, especially when they're wearing heels, people tend to walk really slow.
Mm-hmm.
I can claim the slowest walker is on my team, and it's one of my colleagues, Bobby, and she
Yep.
does it every year. She's done it every year since before I started with the bank, and every year that I've done it with her, she's the last person to cross the finish line.
Wow.
So not on purpose,
Yeah.
because she does not wear heels
Yep.
ever, but she wears heels every year for Walk a Mile.
Well,
So
she and I might
great.
be racing towards the
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah.
I know on the, Main Street shut down, and the way that Main Street is, you have sort of that middle median, which is kind of bumpy. So I would recommend to folks, if you're doing it for the first time, maybe avoid stepping in
Watch
the
your step.
Yeah.
Watch your step.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, your teammates will be carrying you across the finish line.
Yep.
Yeah.
But this is not a timed event. It's not a race.
No.
And then people end up curiously, like from like the sidewalks, like watching and cheering it on. Kind
Yeah.
of. Like especially where like the works is and like that kind of like patio area. People kind of like are watching, like, what is this? What's it for? Like,
Yeah.
so it's cool. It's a great
Yeah.
event.
I do remember when I first moved to Concord and someone was like, you have to go to the Capitol on this day and just see it. And I was like, I don't know what this event is. Like, I had no idea what it was. And I just like people watched people in shoes. It was just like so cool.
Yeah.
It's so much fun to be a part of.
And the fact you have always really good turnout, and then also the buy-in from some of our city's leaders that
Yeah.
that we've had Mayor Champlin there before, we've had the city manager, we've had city councilors, I think Jenny
Concord
Kretovic
Police
and, yep,
has a
Concord
huge
PD.
presence because they're a partner with us
Yep.
in the community. So yeah, they've always had a great presence too.
Yeah. So when you have kind of the Concord community that rallies together like that,
Yeah.
it makes a big difference. Well, guys, this was a great interview. You almost forgot the cameras were there, huh? Almost forgot about the cameras. They are still there. But this was great, and always good to talk with you guys, and thanks for everything you do in the community.
Yeah, thank you so
Absolutely.
much for having us.
Yes, thanks for having us, Josh.
Absolutely. So don't miss out. Walk a Mile. It's coming up here in early October, October 8th. You can still sign up on Thrive's website. We'll have information in the description of this video if you're watching on YouTube. Thanks for watching Community Conversations, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.